series. We're loading up, we're going game. And we're going to be introducing these guys right now. So to the bottom right hand side, our blue Zerg player is going to be Sleep. I'll just refer to him as Sleep because even if he's... I won't put the name on. Do you want the name on? I can put the name on, whatever. It'll take like a moment. Until I realise I can't move it properly. There we go. There we go. Alright, that should be good. So it's Sleep to the bottom right hand side, our blue Zerg player. Our yellow Protoss to the top left is Invictus Gaming's MacSed. Again, after this we'll have Sort of versus Sleep. And Sort of versus Hearthstone to finish us off here today in the SGL. It's been busy. It's been very busy and it's been hectic. We've had this, that and everything happened basically today. Lag issues from multiple players. It's been ridiculous. Alright, so Sleep versus MacSed, and then again after this Sort of his internet is now fixed or so, and so we'll be able to get back into his series as well. So again, sorry for all of these changes and so on. As we are going to be seeing a spawn and pull first actually out of Sleep, which is a little bit interesting here. Wonder if he's going to just try and be very aggressive in the early stages of the game. We did see... Was it Sleep? Who did... I think it was actually Iastonu. We saw earlier like a gas pool, or pool gas, or pool catch, you know, pool first bit play into kind of fast roach attack. I think it was Iastonu against Cyan. It was some time ago now. Anyways, we're going to be seeing this pool finishing up. And we're seeing this probe just going to be backing away towards the upper left hand side of the map from MacSed. So we're going to be seeing this probe, kind of looking to see what's going on, what's happening. Looking to see what's happening. Why did I ruin the Hearthstone 6-0 hype? I didn't. I just let it build up a little bit more. Like, will he still 6-0 even if he has to stop playing for half an hour or something? It's more of a storyline, believe me. Trust. Trust, sure. Alright, I mean, next is on the way here from MacSed in the natural expansion. We see this Adept on the way currently out of the gateway. Cybernex core with Warp Gate has started as well. So Cyber core with the Warp Gate is on the way up, and Mothership core just coming in from MacSed. Very standard stuff, and we're not really seeing anything too crazy out of Sleep. In fact, he's just going to go for a moment to start pneumatized carapace before Zerglin speed, which was going to be a very questionable decision. And he does start the Zerglin speed instead. So Link speed on the way. And yeah, Link speed on the way. Just going to be seeing this Adept coming through the center of the map. So Adept coming through the center, and we'll be looking to see again what he can get up to, how he's going to do this. He's going to trade. We see the Twilight Council has actually started from MacSed as well. Another gateway also up on the high ground here. Now, there's a couple of Lings that's been chased away by an Adept. So Adept just chasing away a couple of Lings. And this probe from MacSed still just moving around, looking to see what's happening and what's going on. So probe from MacSed still just moving around. And Adept's actually going to continue going in towards the upper left-hand side. And, yeah, just not really too much then in the early stages. MacSed with the Twilight Council is going to go into 3 gates as a follow-up. Again, we've been talking a lot about PvZ today, and this is obviously one of those builds we've been seeing a lot of. Instead of just the 2 extra gates, the 3 extra gates. Well, I need to be a bit more aggressive and generally leading you into the DTs as well. Because with 4 gates up, then you go to Dark Shrine, you can warp in 4 DTs at once, and then you have 2 for Archon, you know, 2 Archons coming out of that as well after the DTs are done their initial harassment, if you keep the DTs alive, of course. So it's an interesting kind of way to do it. We'll see if he does go into the Dark Shrine. I mean, it's possible he just wants to go for a little bit of extra Adept aggression in the early stages. Sleep with a Bane Nest on the way down in the natural expansion momentarily. Just looking to set that up, get ready to go. And that's going to be finishing in just a few moments' time. And again, these few Zerglings just looking to see what they can do, trying to poke in towards the natural. Few Adepts going to come over to the right-hand side from MacSed, so few Adepts coming over to the rows to the right, and Resonating Clades is very, very close to finishing here. More and more Zerglings still on the way up, so more Lings still on the way up, and a few more Adepts warping in once again. There's a few Banelings actually coming in from Sleep. So is he just going to get super aggressive with this? Yes, he is. Another round of Zerglings. I mean, there's a point where you just realize that it's not just going to be these initial Zerglings, and there's just going to be so much more. Oh, Adept's actually going to commit into the center. I mean, they're out in the open. I mean, I don't know why I say that as though it's bad for the Adepts, because whenever this happens, it always seems as though the Adepts win anyways. Anyways, 5 Balins coming back over from the left-hand to the right-hand side. And they're going to come in. The well, Adepts are going to begin splitting, and it's a very good split indeed. And, well, more Zerglings on the way up. They're going to fight against the Adepts now split, but I feel as though MacSed has just traded so well already. But this is already going very well, very much so, into his own favour. And we can see him just continue to clean up here, and Sleep is not going to have a very good time in the very early stages of this. MacSed is going to win this out rather convincingly. So these Adepts are going to be moving through the centre of the map, and we're going to see what they might be able to get up to next. So Adepts going to continue moving through the centre. We'll be seeing what's happening, and just going to shade forwards once more. A few Zerglings just to the right hand side. Going to be trying to come in and just jump on top of these once again. They're going to get into the mineral line though. No way. Absolutely no way our Zerglings alone going to be able to fight against this. MacSed is going to very convincingly take down a whole bunch of these Lings. And you can see they're just going to be going down a good few at a time. So Lings going down. I mean, Queens are left over, but the Adepts just shade in towards a different mineral line or the ramp, for example. Anywhere they can just trade nicely and continue to trade well. I mean, at this point, Sleep is still just making Lings. He's down almost 20 workers. MacSed going into Dark Shrine too, and I mean, there's actually still no detection on the map. There's no lair, there's no spore crawlers. So much potential here for MacSed to just continue doing damage and to put himself into a very good position. A few more Adepts going to be joining up here. MacSed just continuing to build up and pressure. And I mean, Sleeper is actually kind of just building up more and more units himself. I don't know if he's actually planning on making another drone in this game. You see these Adepts are going to shade on forwards here right away, so here we go. There's Adepts shading forwards, just going to be seeing the Queens and the Zerglings are going to be running on in to try and see what's up, and you can just see here these Adepts will continue to trade out quite nicely, so Adepts trading out with a lot of these Zerglings now. We're going to be seeing Queens. Well, it's starting to go down. Balin's going to be moving forwards as well, having to split away or shade away. So Adepts do have to shade away here now, and well, here we go. Balin's going to start moving in again. Uh-oh. Balin's actually doing a pretty good job of sort of saving the day there, I guess. But, well, now DT's come in, and guess what? There's no detection. What are you meant to do if there's no detection? I mean, I guess you can Banelane manually detonate. The Sleep knows it. It's over. GG series. To the top left-hand side, it is going to be our blue Zerg player. It is going to be from Team Leifeng. Sleep. And to the top right-hand side, our yellow Zerg, yellow Protoss player is going to be MacSed from Victus Gaming. Do appreciate all you guys who are chatting away in the chat. I've said this a lot before, but it's very, very true that whenever you guys are talking in the chat, it helps to cast because it makes you think, oh yeah, people are there, they're talking about it and stuff like that. It's cool. Guys, if you have enjoyed the stream today as well, do not forget to hit the follow button. I'll be like, it helps you to see when I'm live and stuff. It just helps, you know, just in general. But yeah, other than that, just hit the follow button. If you really want to support, you can subscribe, donate, etc. You can check that out. Here with in the chat for the third time or something today says, hey, since when is Matt Damon Wardy? I don't think I look like that Matt Damon at all. Maybe a very ugly version of Matt Damon. How you doing? What's up, Haliful? Thanks for dropping by today. Being persistent with your comments. Sorry, I didn't read them out before. Every time I read them, because I like a really kind of inopportune time to talk about it because we had stuff going on and so on. It's crazy. That's the thing with a delay, you know. It's hard to, you know, it's hard for the chat to know that you can't reply to them because something's happening. So, you know, it's hard to visualize. It's weird. Why has no one warned me about the impending doom I face from the Zergling behind me? There's no Zergling behind me, just my pet Hydralisk. He's cool. He's called Spot. Spot the Hydralisk. Actually, I guess Hydralisks aren't really spotty, aren't they? They shouldn't be called Spot. What could we call him? What could we call the Hydralisk, guys? We call him Bob. Bob the Hydra. Bill the Hydra. Steve the Hydra. Stop me when I get to a good name. Actually, no. I think those are my only options. What do you think? What should we call the Hydras? We should maybe have a. You should maybe have a a straw poll to see what we should call the Hydras. Hydras isn't going to be there much longer though, guys. Sadly, he is getting shipped off back to Zergland. Back to the Hive. Did you miss the Hearthstone game? Hearthstone will be back soon to play against sort of. In fact, he's even telling me in the chat that he's already destroyed these clowns. Classic. Classic. So, yeah, anyways, to kind of actually talk about the game, I guess, because I am losing my mind a little bit. We're going to be seeing these, well, an adept-based opening again. Twilight Council is about to finish up from MacSed, and, well, Roach Robin dropping down currently from Sleep. So, Roach Robin currently dropping down from him. We see the Zergling speed is coming up to being about halfway done. Sentry pops out of the gateway and will just be sat just behind the wall right now. And yeah, I mean, link speed on the way up, 3 extra gates coming down, very similar build to the last time from MacSed. Let's see if he finds the same sort of success to just propel him forwards. Just gonna see a few roaches just on the way up, and as we see a link speed as well. Actually, gonna be super aggressive out of Sleep. I mean, I don't think 11 roaches like this is generally just your, oh yeah, you got adept soon sort of a playstyle. We're actually going to even see Resonating Glaives coming down straight to the Dark Shrine from MacSed. Oh my god, even Queen's coming across the map, so MacSed going to have to get into defense mode very quickly here, but you know what? Dark Shrine is a perfect way to do that. We talked about it before. And if you've got a Dark Shrine up, then if there's no mobile detection, your opponent's just going to slowly lose units. And you can buy a lot of time with the Mothership Core, with your sentries. And then the DTs are just going to win you the game. Alright, well this is looking to be a little bit tough then for Sleep as he comes across the map to attack. Max has to be careful, doesn't want to lose that Mothership Core, and actually he's going to be behind the Queens if he's not too cautious. Okay, Fueling is at the front, and very shortly here MacSed will know what's up. He's fully walled off already. Yes, here we go, Mothership Core is being sighted. The Force Field will have to come down here in a moment. He has to open some DTs. There we go, on the other side of this wall, MacSed's DTs are going to be the saviors of the day. They come in, and all of a sudden the Zerg army just begins to disappear. And the overcharges as well. The damage output is crazy. And you can just see roach after roach after roach going down. Queens go down too. These 2 roaches fall. That's going to be game, because at this point Sleep doesn't have anything left. He killed the Cybercore. 4 DTs start to go across the other side of the map. He still doesn't have a third base. He doesn't have Spore Crawlers yet either. Although they will begin to build. Still so much potential for these Dark Templars to get so much damage done. So let's watch these DTs as they continue to move over to the left-hand side of the map here from MacSed. Going to be looking to swipe away another Zergling or 2. And Sleep is now going to be finding himself 0-2 in this group, even though he's 1 map up against sort of. 0-2 is not a great place to be. These DTs can probably just fight. I don't actually think there's enough Zerglings there to really take them down. Either way, they could probably come towards the 3rd hatchery and just kill that off. I mean, that's a very safe way to play from MacSed, a very safe way to make sure he's getting damage done. So this 3rd hatchery going to go down. That's not going to get up in this game. A few Zerglings towards the front, but look at this. Zealots, Adepts just waiting for them. Way too much. Way too much from MacSed. Wow, MacSed's PvZ is pretty good, man. Would have been interested if we could have seen that MacSed sort of, I guess, sort of had a lot of ping during his game too. MacSed's pretty good at PvZ. I feel as though whenever I talk about MacSed, I always feel as though he's not very good, because every time I see him, he's playing against Terran, and PvT is his worst matchup by an absolute mile. So it's kind of weird to actually see him play in other matchups